legal and licensing aspects of repositories in the NRP. Yesterday we sent you a last-minute message where you had direct links to drafts of the two basic documents that will ground your effort legally. One of them is provozní podmínky služby repozitáře v NRP, in English terms of service. I will go very briefly through them because we would like to give you access to the live documents and ask you for your feedback to them. We have iterated through the documents several times. From our part, this is considered finished, but we would like to gather feedback from you as people who are the first to actually use them in real life effort. So the document is rather general and brief. The main thing is that it states that the NRP operator is CESNET, and the other role that is defined in there is repository founder, zřizovatel repozitáře. And these can be of three types: individuals. So if you are a person who wants to build a domain-specific repository, you can come and ask for building it. Then the C option is there is an organization that wants to have its repository built. So some, of course, a natural person represents this the organization, but the party that is requesting a repository to be built is an organization. And there is a middle possibility. An organization signs a contract with the NRP operator and then enables its employees to ask for setting up a specific repository. Another important part of the terms of service is that a repository administrator role must be established, and the repository administrator is then the main person responsible for building and operating the repository. From the NRP side, what's important in the document is the guaranteed service level. And as you can guess, it's, as always, best effort. What it means, it's specified to some extent. You can read the specification in here. I would like to say that most of the e-infrastructure for supporting research in this country is made and laid on best effort of the people in CESNET and other organizations. So this is no exception to what we are already accustomed to. I have a slide of questions asking you how clear the terms of service are, but I will skip them because we have not enough time for that. Few other cherry-picked items from the terms of service is that we are building NRP for long-term preservation or long-term data storage. And only repositories of fair research data can be established in NRP. And as Ilya mentioned earlier, we count on repository policy to be defined by the repository administrator that will complement these general terms of service. And of course, the repository policy should not contradict the more general document terms of service. Okay, one question to the terms of service that you had a chance to read. Anybody? No, thank you. So we'll go to the next document that also Ilya mentioned earlier. That's the long one, rather. Its name is Conditions for Creating New and Modifying Existing Domain Repositories. You can find it here. What's important in there? It's a rather long document, so I will not go through it now. What I would like to point out is this definition that I think is quite nice, because it states in a very short form the main features of the repositories that we are hoping to build. Digital objects in this definition is data and metadata. Citable object means the object is clearly identified using PIDs, and there is a guarantee of immutability that is stated in the policy of the repository. So it's a policy thing, not a technical thing, but technically it can be supported, of course. We count on metadata of the repository of the individual items to be always public, and data as open as possible. How the long-term storage is also, of course, an important issue, because long-term storage requires lots of space. So we count on the communities to define by themselves what makes sense in their field, how long it makes sense to store their data. And this will definitely be a discussion topic for the coming years. The technical part is what the NRP is taking care of, and the personal and procedural part is what the user community and then the repository administrator usually provides. And I think this is important to keep in mind, that a repository is not a technical thing, but it incorporates this part of people taking long-term care of operating the repository, supporting their users, and securing funding, of course. Okay, there are three basic scenarios of creating or integrating a repository into NRP. This has been mentioned earlier. Here I would like to just maybe shortly reiterate what NRP is, which we skipped in the beginning. This is the technical part. We are taking care of storage and the repository systems. And on top of that, with you, user communities, we are building thematic repositories. The scenario B, you've got your other system that you will use for implementing your repository. And this is the third way, integrating a existing repository outside the NRP into the environment, using some of the services like National Metadata Directory, National Repository Catalog, and importantly, AAI. That has been mentioned earlier as well. Okay, run out of time. I will try to squeeze this in 5 minutes. The roles that we define in the documents are important. Provozovatel NRP operator CESNET, repository system provider. These are the teams that take care of the individual repository systems, CESNET, Imenio, Clarin, DSpace, ASEP, they report to the NRP operator. So if you've got any issue with the repository system provider, you go to the NRP operator. And repository system specialists, we talk about them already quite a lot. Who is zřizovatel and what does he do? Repository founder. This is the party that is asking for the repository to be built, guarantees that repository policies are defined and published, and most importantly, designates the repository administrator. This is rather formal, but it's necessary to do for the repository to function and be operated safely. Okay. So the repository administrator in this respect is not the technical administrator of the repository. This is the person that is responsible for the operation. These two roles, the formal role of repository administrator and the technical administrator, could be performed by one and the same person. It could be, or two or more people could take those two roles. When we are speaking about the repository administrator here now, it's the formal role that takes responsibility for operating the repository. Yeah, this is straightforward, no need to comment on that. And we count on repository administrators to designate other roles like the data curator, for example. Okay, I had a few slides going through the individual scenarios for creating the repository. This is the one using the core repository systems, Invenio, DSpace, ASEP. Then this is what you are supposed to do as a user community. When going the other way, using your own system, you are responsible as a repository administrator for all the above and the following. Okay, this should be it. I would like to ask you still for one using the Slido. I will try to, not this one, but this one. So if I could ask you to go to Slido, use the code, and to sum up this introductory part, if you would be willing to share with us what you, in your role, now find most challenging about building your repository, we can come after the break and look at what the challenges are from your perspective. So this is it. This is the end of the first part of our workshop. We've got like 26 minutes for refreshing, and we'll be meeting here at 11 sharp. Thank you very much.